very, very disappointing today, obviously. To lose 2 on the bounce is tough. The Arsenal game, you look at that and you're thinking, we played well, unlucky. Today, outplayed. Outplayed. You know, I think Wolves set up very well. They were very comfortable, and if you're taking the game for face value, you're looking at it like we had a lot of possession and we looked comfortable. But that was a lot to do with Wolves allowing us to have that possession. And you know, look, I said before the game, obviously it's going to be tough coming here, and it proved that absolutely. But I felt like we just weren't at the races. We weren't at the races. That's the most worrying thing for me, is that this is definitely our worst performance under Ollie, not just because of the result, but the actual performance. It was dreadful. There was no creativity there when there were players there who have that in the locker, because a lot of people were saying that where is creativity going to come from? We have players on there who can unlock. That is our best midfield three. We've all been saying it, and arguably that is our best front three. We've been saying that for a while as well. So for me, there was no excuses apart from the players didn't turn up. They didn't turn up, and on the other side of that, Wolves were fantastic, which they were. They were very comfortable. They created 2-on-1 situations where Martial was isolated, and out on the other side, Jesse was trying to come in and make things happen, but he was isolated as well. Rashford, I mean, some of the fans have had their say on him. You heard one of the other guys, one of the older guys I spoke to, he was, I think, a bit too harsh on Rashford, saying he should be playing in the third division and things like that. I certainly don't think that, but he is in a bad patch of form. Fantastic penalty against PSG, but that's a separate thing. But in general, he's having a bad time at the minute. So we need to get him coming back. Yes, Jesse Lingard was back in and Martial was back in. Maybe a little bit of ring rust there from those guys coming back off injury. But look, coming to a place like this, we knew it was going to be difficult. But you know, I felt that we were in the game. We were calm and controlled, but we just wasn't creating anything. And at half time, Wolves started better than us. De Gea, Romero made some good saves. And then the momentum started to build for Wolves. And look, their first goal, we didn't clear our lines well, and Jimenez with a good strike. But it was the second goal that really done me, and the lack of reaction from that. I didn't actually feel that there was going to be a reaction, if I'm honest. With the way that we were playing, it didn't feel like we were going to score. And I know we scored late on as a consolation, but I never got that feeling today that we were at the races, and it was always going to go that way, especially here against a very, very confident Wolves side who you can take nothing away. And the second goal, Luke Shaw, he's been playing well up in recent weeks, but he makes 2 absolutely terrible mistakes. First with the clearance, then they pick it up, and then he's one-on-one with Jota. He's just got to usher him out, stay on his feet. He tries to win the balls, got absolutely spun. And you could argue that Romero might have done better at his near post. But look, very disappointing for me. I'm worried in terms of, okay, look, we've got international break now, and that's 2 defeats on the bounce now. Watford at home, then we're back here again, which is going to be another tough game. This is where we're really going to find out about this Man United side under Ollie, right here, right now. Yes, the depth, and he didn't have a lot to bring off the bench with injuries, and I get that, and its highlights are our lack of depth or quality of depth. It does highlight that, but this is where we're really going to find out what these Manchester United players are made out of under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because look, Chelsea got to play when obviously tomorrow. You'd think they would win. That could leave us in 6th place by the time we next play. The pressure's going to build up. Yes, the Barcelona tie, it looks exciting and stuff like that, but playing like that in this kind of form, that's going to be a walk in the park against a team like that. Look, I haven't heard any match reaction from Ollie yet, but I'm sure he'll obviously be disappointed. But it's all about how he gets these players going again after this international break. I hope they don't go away and get more injuries. We definitely don't want to see that. But it's all about the reaction. The games are coming thick and fast. There's 2 ways you can look at this. I did say before this on the road trip on the way down here, I said, look, if we lose today, it's not the end of the world in terms of it's the cup game, and it can give us less to focus on considering we've got games coming thick and fast in April. But the other side of it is the manner of that performance and that defeat. That does worry me. I'm not going to lie, that does worry me. If we came here and lost narrowly and lost by a lucky goal or something, or we were unlucky and Ruddy had loads of saves to make, but he didn't. He didn't, and that does worry me. So it's all to do. Watford are confident themselves. They're in the semi-finals of the Cup after beating Palace today. So that game's not going to be a foregone conclusion. Then, like I said, straight away after that, we're back here again. We're back here again. So, look, I'm not panicking in terms of the wheels have fallen off, and there is a little bit of the bubble has burst. But now that the bubble has burst and there's a little bit of air seeping in, it is how we're going to react. How we're going to react, because the players need to stand up and be counted for. Ollie needs to get them going. This is where he's going to earn his corn. I did like a lot of United fans' reactions today. Again, not panic stations. It's still been what's that? 3 defeats, or 2 if you include actual. The PSG game was obviously over 2 legs, so you can count that as a win. 2 actual defeats. It's not bad in, I think, 18 games. So the record's still there, but this is the business end of the season, and it's like, if we undo our shoelaces now and all the hard work comes undone, it will feel like we've done it for no reason. We're coming from a deep, dark place under Jose, where it wasn't very good, and we've managed to get ourselves into contention for top 4, and we're still in contention. This wasn't a league game. It's very important to remember that. But the morale has been affected massively. The players need to pick themselves up. I thought Pogba had a poor game. I thought he was too deep today. He started with the midfield 3 that we wanted to see as well, our strongest. You're looking at it thinking, yeah, fair play to you boys, fair play to you boys. What can you say? They played very well. I saw him start higher up out of the 3, and then slowly he started dropping deeper and deeper. Matic, I have to say this, since he's come back from injury, he hasn't been good. A lot of Man United fans calling for Scott McTominay to start instead of him, and you know what? Why not? I think he was in good form before Matic came back in. Matic's taking too many touches on the ball, too slow, too slow. Luke Shaw, uncharacteristic of him, like I said, with the mistake for the 2nd goal, and we didn't clear our lines for their first. But there was too many average performances across the pitch. You know, Rashford's form really worries me at the moment. Martial and Jesse, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because they're coming back off injury, but they will hold their heads down and know they didn't do enough today. And we didn't do enough as a team. Herrera wasn't his usual self, wasn't getting on the ball as much. Dalot, I would have liked to see him get forward a bit more. Maybe he needs to start playing on the right-hand side, because you know he's been fantastic against Southampton there, and against Crystal Palace. We've seen how good he can be on that right-hand side. Guys, very disappointing, but listen, we have to keep the hope. We have to keep fighting. The games are coming thick and fast. Let's hope there's no injuries after the international break, and I'll see you guys after it. Thanks for watching. Big respect to all you guys for watching that video, and make sure you check out more United Stand content here and here. Yeah, like, subscribe and share, and the socials are along the bottom. You know what to do. Go get following. Go.